Now we return to our top story in the civil war in Ethiopia. Early in the programme, US Senator Chris Coons warned of the concerns as the conflict deepens and how it's beginning to be a proxy war, with other nations allegedly becoming involved or providing military support in this conflict. Well, the self-declared Republic of Somaliland borders Ethiopia, and one of the accusations is that this self-proclaimed state, is siding with its powerful neighbour. Somaliland's Foreign Minister, Dr. Issa Kaid, paid us a visit to our Focus studio. So what do they make of the allegation and the worsening civil war that impacts the region?
Ethiopia is our immediate and important neighbour. We have long-standing relations and friendship with not only the government in Ethiopia, but also we have a people-to-people relations with Ethiopia that proceeds with our 30 years of existence. Ethiopian government and people supported our bitter struggle for liberation and hosted our people as refugees after being shelled and bombarded by the brutal dictator of Mogadishu called Siad Barre.
Is it wise for you that are struggling for nationhood, struggling to be recognised, to now be taking sides in a civil war?
No, we're not taking sides.
But if you're fighting on the side of Abiy Ahmed, that is taking sides in a civil war.
No, actually no. Let me correct that, and I want the international community and everybody else to know that the problem in Ethiopia should be solved by Ethiopians. And us Somalilanders, we don't have any interference. We cannot interfere in the internal Ethiopian politics.
So can I ask you a specific question, if I may, Mr. Minister?
Sure.
Can you confirm that you are, or can you deny that you are not fighting on the side of Abiy Ahmed? Are your forces, as the Ethiopian Broadcasting Corporation has reported that Somaliland is supporting the Ethiopian government, are you or are you not?
It's absolutely untrue. We are not supporting anybody. Our military and our forces are not involved in that war.
So who is spreading this misinformation?
Well, I think probably Mogadishu is spreading those kind of misinformation. I think this information is just a pure propaganda.
The Ethiopian Broadcasting Corporation, which is state-owned, is the one reporting it, not from Somaliland.
Well, I'm assuring you, and I'm correcting that, Somaliland is not interfering into the Ethiopian problem. We would like it to be solved. We would like parties involved to resume and have a peaceful talk and negotiation. Ethiopia is a very important country for us. We would like it to be stable. We would like it to be peaceful. But we do not and will not take any side.
But Dr. Kaid, wasn't the special envoy from Ethiopia recently in Somaliland? Even the Ethiopian media were talking about this. Are you saying that too is untrue?
There was an Ethiopian delegation from the Somali populated area called Region 5, president who came and visit His Excellency President Musa Bihi. This is a normal visit, and it's just our neighbor across the border. We're aware that there's problems in Ethiopia. There's war in Ethiopia, and we have actually appointed high-level ministers to prepare our government in case there is a influx of refugees coming from the other side of the border.
Has that already started? Have you already seen people crossing the border?
Not yet. We haven't seen anything like that yet.
If I can then ask, what has been the knock-on effect of the war so far, the war in Ethiopia? Have you seen any knock-on effects already? Because this is your nearest neighbour, your largest neighbour, and they're, as you already said, partners in terms of trading. How has that affected your own circumstance, your own situation?
If the situation gets worse, it definitely will affect us economically. It will affect us because we may have a large influx of refugees crossing the border. But as we speak now, we haven't seen yet the effect of the war.
In that sense, there are many who may argue that Somaliland, given what you stand to lose, would be better off staying as a neutral observer, albeit that it will affect you and it's hard to watch as your neighbour's house is burning. But some would say that your government should be overtly showing that neutrality rather than showing support. You said that they are important partners. They looked after your people during the war with Somalia. So there are many who would feel in their rights to say that you are supporting Ethiopia.
No, that doesn't give us carte blanche to get involved in the problem in Ethiopia. We like them to be stable. We'd like them to resolve the problem by themselves. We have no interest in getting involved in that.
Dr. Issa Kaid, the Foreign Minister of the self-declared Republic of Somaliland. And a quick text from James Ram Majok in Bentuin, South Sudan, who says, I'm appealing to Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and the Tigray rebel forces to accept the ceasefire instead of destroying Ethiopia.